this special meeting of the Logan County Commissioners to order. I'd like to please rise for a flag salute. I'd like to open everyone of our meetings with that. Repeat after me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Yeah, I screwed up.
No worries. Today is March 28th. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. This special meeting is to hold a public hearing and discuss a proposed road project for Green Oaks area in District 2. So I would first of all like to open the public hearing if there's anyone that would like to be heard concerning this project.
Melanie, what do you think?
I would. I'd like to be heard. CDBG, the federal funding that you guys have received several times now, is due tomorrow. And the grant maximum is $150,000. And this year what we are proposing to do is to work in the Green Oaks Ranchettes area. You have little maps there in front of you with the proposed streets, areas to be done. What we are proposing is a total project cost of $225,000. That would be $116,500 of CDBG and $116,500 of matching funds. This will be asphalt overlay of those streets and will be a project that will bid out. With that, I would just pause and see if anyone has questions.
I got one.
Sure.
Where are you going to get the match money?
We'll get it.
That's my question. Where are you going to get it? I'm just curious.
Could be sales tax money, and that's the one that builds up first. It'll still be a year and a half or so probably before it actually gets laid down, so we have a little while to put it together.
So you're not planning on tapping the or other grant or CDBG money, not CDBG, but
CBRI.
CBRI.
CBRI, I mean, if it's available, we might, but we don't know.
No.
Right?
I guess that'd be a discussion later down the road.
That'd be a discussion down the road for money.
I'm just curious where you're getting this kind of match money.
Right.
The applications, they won't announce funding till probably July. You will be into next year's budget
Right.
for sure. And then once it's funded, you've got to go through the contact tracking phase, the environmental review. So it's a little time before you can actually bid the project and get
Maybe
started
like
on it.
2 years, maybe.
Probably about a year.
Year
Yeah.
and a half, something of that nature. And then we'd have a year to do it, right?
Just so you're under construction 9 months after the date of funding. That's
Okay.
their latest rule.
And then once we get that completed, why, now it'll be available for
Close
the
out.
other districts and such.
That's right.
Mike, didn't you had a CDBG grant project already in that edition, right?
Right. Those roads in there, most of them are curb
Yeah,
and gutter.
most of them are pretty bad. I remember
And
that.
they were put down right about 40-something years ago, back there before 76, like 72, 73, right along in there. So they're about 45 years old, and yes, sir, it looks like they're 45 years old. So.
Kind of following Monty's question, do you remember where you got the match money for that grant?
Oh, last time?
Yeah.
I believe that's just savings that we saved up. I cannot remember all
Okay. Okay. I was just curious.
But I'm pretty sure that's what we did.
Melanie, did you say how long these, what kind of distance are we talking about? How many miles?
This one's about 1,000 feet.
Okay, you got it broke down.
Yeah, this one's 370, this one's roughly 575, and that one's about 2,300.
I heard it right about a mile.
How wide?
Oh, it's 22 feet, 3 inches thick.
Are they going to mill and remove
Mhm.
3 inches?
Mhm.
Okay.
All right.
Tell me. What?
So we're currently in a public hearing.
Right,
Yeah,
it's
right,
just
right,
informational,
right,
it doesn't
right.
require any action.
Right.
We can close it whenever
So,
you're ready.
I got it.
Hearing, unless there's objection, I will move to close the public hearing.
No, second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Just so we'll clarify, it's, closing the hearing is not actionable.
Okay, whatever. So, next item 2, okay, no, I will note that for next time. Consideration and possible action on adopting citizens participation plan for FY 2018 CDBG grant.
Citizen participation plan is one that you all have adopted with each CDBG grant application. It has to be re-adopted each year. In a nutshell, it just encourages participation into these programs from the local public by holding a couple of public hearings, one during the application phase, one during the closeout phase. It authorizes the chairman to sign the application forms, and it says that you'll hold hearings in a place that's accessible to people, and if you should have a significant number of non-English speaking persons, you would provide for an interpreter. We just want to include people, provide information, let them know about these programs.
I'll move to approve.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Hearing none opposed, the motion passes without objection. Item 3, consideration and possible action on adopting a resolution to apply for FY 2018 CDB grant for the proposed District 2 road project Green Oaks area.
I'll move to approve.
Good.
A second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Hearing none opposed, the motion passes without objection. Item 4, consideration and possible action on resolution leverage matching funds for the proposed FY 2018 CDBG proposed road project District 2 Green Oaks area.
This is just a restatement of the amount of match contribution of $116,500.
$116,500. I'll make the motion to approve.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion passes without objection. Item 5, consideration and possible action on adopting Residential Anti-Displacement Act for proposed FY 2018 CDBG grant, proposed road project, District 2, Green Oaks area.
And a displacement is required with these. It's a federal requirement. We know that we're not going to remove or relocate anyone out of their homes as a result of doing this grant, but we have to state that. We don't plan to do that, but if it should happen, we have a plan on file.
Make the motion.
I'll second.
Have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none,
We haven't done moving
passes
that, though. They
without
can't get down the
objection.
road.
Item 6, consideration and possible action on agreement with Millie Vance Incorporated
Get out of order there.
to prepare FY 2018 CDBG-CR application and provide administrative services for the project if funded.
Good. John.
My agreement is, as it's always been with you, if I don't get you the money, you don't owe me anything.
Is this a
If I
misprint
did.
on here?
No.
Looks like a misprint to me. Did you make a motion? I'll make a
Looks like
motion.
it could be a Mrs. print. So,
I think that's supposed to be 3,
a 3?
but she put another half on there, so it says 8.
Could have been a 5 too.
There.
but
I'll second Mike's motion.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion passes without objection. Item 7, consideration possible action on approval and reading of the 2018 CDBG Fair Housing Proclamation.
You gonna read it, Melanie, or you want me to just make a motion?
We need to approve it. It does need to be read aloud. Whoever reads it. You want me to read that?
If you
Okay.
would, please.
All right. Pursuant to the authority granted to me as chairman, Marvin Goodman of Logan County Commissioners, I do hereby proclaim that the Logan County Commissioners support and encourage fair housing practices. Further, we decree that the county affirms to follow the concepts, practices, and intent embodied by the federal, state, and local laws in regard to fair housing. The Fair Housing Act prohibits discrimination in housing because of race or color, national origin, religion, sex, familial status, sexual orientation, gender identity, handicap, or any other characteristic protected by federal law. The Logan County Commissioners encourage each citizen, agency, lender, or real estate business planning housing promotions or activities to implement the provisions of the Fair Housing Act.
Since the proclamation is done in the name of the chairman, I'll entertain a motion.
I'll move with approve.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any discussions? All those hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes without objection. Consideration and possible action on adjournment.
I'll move with adjourn.
Second.
Have a motion and a second to adjourn. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Hearing no objection, we are adjourned.